Have you looked in the mirror lately and felt like something about your face just doesn't quite fit, even if you can't put your finger on what it is? Maybe it's not your skin. Maybe it's not your hair. It might just be your glasses. Today, I'm going to show you 5 types of frames that no longer work after the age of 60. Not because you need to change, but because you deserve to be seen for who you truly are, an elegant, radiant, and strong woman. Stay with me, because when we get to frame number 1, you'll finally understand why you've been feeling a bit off, without knowing why. Frame number 5, sunglasses that are too dark. For years, completely dark sunglasses were considered the ultimate style statement. Fashion magazines promoted them as the go-to accessory to create that air of mystery, that diva-like flair. But Queen, the truth is that after 60, this type of lens no longer flatters you. And I'm not saying this based on trends. I'm saying it because at this stage in life, your face, your eyes, and your skin deserve to be seen, not hidden. Hiding behind black lenses as if the sun were your enemy only works against you. Overly dark sunglasses dull your expression, erase the depth of your gaze, and visually dim your presence. One of the most beautiful things about a mature woman is her eyes, calm, profound, full of life and stories. Hiding that behind black lenses is like silencing your most powerful voice. These lenses also harden your facial features, cast unnecessary shadows, and often make your face look tired or harsh, which clearly doesn't match your true spirit. And there's something people often forget: visual sensitivity. As we mature, our eyes become more sensitive to sudden changes in light. Excessively dark lenses can make it hard to see indoors, forcing you to constantly take them off or struggle to see clearly. And you shouldn't have to adjust to your glasses. Your glasses should adapt to you. That's why I want you to picture yourself wearing an alternative that not only protects you from the sun, but transforms how you look and feel. Sunglasses with lenses in softer tones, like amber, brown, or gray-blue, are elegant, modern, and most importantly, they respect your essence. They don't hide your gaze, they enhance it. They add warmth, soften your features, and adjust to the light in a gentle way. They accompany you from morning to sunset effortlessly, without causing strain or damaging your vision. Today, you can even find UV protective sunglasses with nearly transparent lenses. The difference is noticeable from the very first wear. Once you try lighter-toned lenses, you'll realize how much the darker ones were dulling your look. Your face lights up, your expression softens, and you reconnect with others through your eyes. You're not giving up style. You're choosing one that suits who you are today. A woman who no longer needs to hide anything. Because at your age, it's not about covering up. It's about showing, with elegance, who you've become. And wait until you see what's next. Because what's really been dulling your light, you probably haven't even noticed yet. But first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more tips and advice that will elevate your elegance. Frame number 4, glasses that are too large. For years, oversized frames were the ultimate symbol of glamour. They made us feel like movie stars, confident, stylish, unforgettable. And yes, that effect can still be achieved, but with some adjustments. Because after 60, it's no longer about how big the frame is, but how well it fits. You don't need to give up large frames entirely, but it's important to understand when and how they actually work for you. You don't need your glasses to enter the room before you do. Your presence is more than enough. Your face has changed. It's more refined, more delicate. Choosing a frame that's too large, and worse, too heavy, turns a potential statement piece into a visual barrier. The frame overwhelms your expression, hides your features, and instead of enhancing your essence, it mutes it. And let's not forget about comfort. Heavier frames tend to slide, move, and create discomfort throughout the day. And at this stage in life, You shouldn't be dealing with unnecessary inconveniences. You deserve to enjoy what you wear with ease. We often associate big with bold or modern, but if the frame doesn't harmonize with your face, it can throw off your proportions, make you look forced, or even more tired. The key isn't in the size, it's in the balance. A large frame, when chosen well, can give you presence without looking like you're wearing half the eyewear store on your face. Look for wide frames. Yes, but with a balanced design. Frames that don't extend too far beyond your natural face width, that don't overshadow your eyes or hide your expression. Styles like soft cat eyes, large semi-round shapes, or slightly squared frames with refined edges can give you that sophisticated look without stealing your spotlight. And if they're made of lightweight acetate or flexible materials, even better, they'll feel like a natural part of you. Remember, your glasses aren't just an accessory. They're essential for your vision. They help keep your eyes healthy and allow you to see the world clearly and beautifully. And don't forget about color. A large frame in soft tones, like black or tortoiseshell, can completely transform your look. It brightens, balances, and softens without being too much. Because style isn't one size fits all, it's a thoughtful choice. And you, who have come to know yourself deeply, deserve glasses that reflect that wisdom without dimming it. So yes, go ahead and wear big frames, as long as they respect the most important parts of you: your balance, your comfort, and your essence. Are you enjoying these tips? Then don't miss my ebook, More Elegant Than Ever. It's a complete handbook to help you refresh your image. Link in the description. Frame number 3, metal frames for high prescriptions. For many years, metal frames were seen as a neutral, discreet option, something that didn't stand out too much. A lot of women, especially those with strong prescriptions, chose them thinking it would make them look more serious, more professional. But what we often forget is that with time, these glasses not only stop being functional, they can also affect your appearance and your comfort more than you think. If you have a high prescription and are still wearing thin metal frames, chances are they're no longer serving their purpose as they should. The biggest issue is proportion. High prescription lenses are naturally thicker and heavier. When placed into a slim metal frame, the contrast is obvious. The lenses stick out, distort your features, and often slide out of place. They can even make your eyes look smaller or oddly shaped, which throws off the natural harmony of your face and can make you feel uncomfortable with your appearance, often without realizing it. On top of that, metal frames tend to be more fragile. They bend easily, lose their shape, and don't hold up well under the weight of a thicker lens. What you end up with is an accessory that becomes a daily hassle, slipping down your nose, feeling unstable, or just not sitting right. And let's be honest, at this point in life, you don't need to be fighting with your glasses. You deserve peace of mind. The good news? There's a better option that can completely transform your day-to-day experience. Clear acetate frames. They're elegant, practical, and visually balanced. This type of frame holds stronger lenses firmly in place, distributes the weight evenly, and eliminates image distortion at the edges. They stay secure, feel stable, and look seamless. What's more, acetate comes in a variety of soft colors that beautifully complement mature skin tones. From warm caramel hues to neutral smoky grays and rosy browns. These tones blend naturally with your complexion and give a polished, lightweight look. The overall effect is one of softness, strength, and confidence. And that feeling, my love, is what you deserve to experience every single day. Choosing a new frame style isn't just about aesthetics. It's about feeling good in your own skin. It's about looking in the mirror and seeing a woman who is composed, elegant, and strong. Someone who has learned to choose what truly serves her. Because when you finally find that pair of glasses that makes you look and feel radiant, with zero effort, you realize it was never just about seeing clearly. It was about finally seeing yourself for who you really are. There are frames that look strong but only highlight what we're trying to soften. What's coming next might just be what's been affecting your expression the most. And you probably haven't even noticed. Frame number 2, glasses with overly angular designs. Back in the 2000s, sharply square or rectangular frames were a style staple. They gave off a serious, professional, strong image. They gave us structure, character, and that sense of authority many of us wanted to project. But over time, that kind of rigidity stops being flattering and starts feeling heavy. Because at 60, what suits you best isn't what imposes. It's what complements. And let's be real, Queen. Those hard-edged frames no longer reflect who you are. Continuing to wear them is like dressing in a version of your past that no longer speaks your truth. Straight lines and sharp angles tend to harden your facial expression. They emphasize the more defined areas of the face, like the jawline or brow, and don't blend naturally with the subtle changes your skin experiences over time. Instead of softening and highlighting your mature beauty, they can exaggerate and tense your features, adding a harshness that doesn't reflect your warmth or your life experience. On top of that, overly angular designs often give off a sense of coldness, even stiffness. But you, someone who has spent decades living, loving, learning, and guiding, shouldn't look distant or severe. On the contrary, this is a time when your connection with others runs deeper than ever, and that connection is expressed through a warm, open, and radiant look. Unfortunately, these kinds of frames work against that intention. This doesn't mean you need to give up on style. It means it's time to redirect it in your favor. Designs with soft, square shapes, organic lines, and a touch of curve are your new best allies. Frames with subtle upward angles near the temples create a gentle lifting effect, soften your features, and project an image that feels much more welcoming, graceful, and sophisticated. And what's most beautiful is that these kinds of frames don't make you look forced or overdone. Quite the opposite. They frame your face with respect, like a perfect border around a piece of art. Because yes, your face is a work of art in constant evolution. A well-chosen rounded frame can completely transform not only how you look, but how you feel when you see yourself. A friend once told me, "I didn't know changing my frame style could make me feel younger without trying to look young." And that's exactly what soft lines can do. They help you reconnect with a more harmonious, confident version of yourself. A version that's still you, just even more in tune. So if you're still holding on to those hard, square frames that have been with you for years, maybe it's time to let them go with love and make space for a new design that embraces you visually. Your expression will thank you, and so will your confidence. Not everything that's light actually lightens you, Queen. What comes next might be what's been bothering you the most, without you even realizing it. Frame number 1. Glasses in brighter, loud colors. At some point, we all wanted to try something bold. A pair of hot pink, turquoise, neon red, or wildly patterned frames felt like a fun way to brighten up the face, break the routine, and say, "I'm still young." But Queen, let me tell you this with all the love and honesty in the world. Those bright, flashy frames no longer flatter you the way they once did. And not only that, they might actually be stealing the spotlight from you without you even realizing it. As time goes on, our skin changes. It becomes more delicate, more translucent, and vivid colors, instead of adding life, can create harsh contrast against your natural tones. A loud, colored frame that once seemed playful or trendy can now draw attention to fine lines, under-eye circles, or simply clash with your graceful presence. Instead of enhancing your features, they overshadow them. And you, with all your wisdom and experience, don't need to scream for attention with your accessories. You are the attention. Sometimes we think wearing something loud shows vitality, but real vitality doesn't come from the color of your frames. It comes from how you feel wearing them. Do you feel harmonious? Comfortable? Does it reflect the woman you are today? If not, it's time to let go of those frames that, while once fun and expressive, no longer align with the elegant version of yourself you've grown into. Now here's the beautiful part. There are alternatives that not only flatter your face, but also reflect the calm, confident, and powerful elegance of a woman who has lived, learned, and blossomed over the years. I'm talking about sophisticated, balanced tones that don't shout, but leave a lasting impression. Shades like burgundy, soft gray, transparent rose, or muted blue add a gentle touch of color while keeping the overall look polished. Or you can go for classic, timeless hues like black, brown, or tortoiseshell. These colors pair beautifully with gray or silver hair, light or tan skin, and even expression lines that tell a story. You don't need to hide anything. These frames work with you to bring out your best self. These are colors that never age because they never go out of style. They're elegant today, and they always will be, because at this point in life, it's not about standing out just to be seen. It's about being at peace with your style, expressing who you are with quiet confidence, and feeling beautiful without needing to prove anything to anyone. And that, Queen, is exactly what happens when you let go of the exaggerated and choose what respects you, enhances you, and truly represents you. If you made it this far, drop a unique details in the comments so I know you're part of our community of women who shine from within. What you learned today is just the beginning. My ebook, More Elegant Than Ever, will show you how to dress for your body type, choose your best colors, and so much more. The link's in the description. And skriptium, and only the first ones to grab it will get all the exclusive content. Because you deserve to look like a queen.